set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Toss to the outside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Makes the catch. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on fourth.
This is probably plays where you wish you had a do-over button so you could just punt that thing away. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the...
Breaks into the open! Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
He does a good job of scrambling around and trying to make a play, but I tell you what, you don't want to take too many shots like that. Those big hits, oof. If you get up now, you're dang sure going to feel it later.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. A first down run on the doorstep. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They go right back to this guy on second and goal. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defensive.
Touchdown, LSU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Offense comes out ready to go. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
To the air, it's Montgomery. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place. Was forced.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to pass on second down. He's going for the big play. He's got it on the outside. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
The play action fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Here's the pressure. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense got it. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play. Fired.
Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive,
touchdown, Indiana! Stealing a score on special teams.
Well, the punter wasn't able to get a lot of leg on that one, and it gave him a chance to field it, and then he found his lane, he put his foot in the ground, and it was off to the races. A huge momentum-shifting play on special teams for that touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Ole Miss looks like an old punching bag out there today, and any way you slice it, this fan base, heck, this coaching staff just didn't expect that. They're trailing by 21 to Miami. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Handoff to the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to adjust the pattern. Lewis wants to pass. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Quick completion to the right, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
It's complete to the left. There he goes. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, you set it down.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Lewis to throw. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Yeah, and listen, it's one thing to miss a receiver that you go, oh, that was open, that's the right place to throw the football, but he sailed that one, but he was thrown into double coverage. You got to make better decisions than that.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. The 20. Touchdown, Hoosiers! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Daly. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. LSU quick to the line. on first down. Fires left. Makes the grab. Turning it on. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Marking at the 17, and they are set up. Now inside the 20. 1st and 10 from the 18. They'll throw it from the red zone. Looking for the score. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Lewis wants to pass. Quickly complete. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
Like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch it, big fella.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it on the move. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Try to barge their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Absolutely perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Well, you love to see that, right? They put themselves in a position at the end of the half to take the lead. They put it on their kicker. He knocks it through the uprights. So nothing but good vibes for this team now with the lead heading in at halftime.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Hoosiers will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he's going to try to return this one. He gets a block. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Tigers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The offense onto the field. They botched a scoring opportunity the last time they had it, fumbling inside the 20, and now a chance to put up something here. Snags it on the right. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the 3rd quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? The defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is up.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The give out of the gun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Might be changing the route. Trying play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's loose on the right. Touchdown LSU. He got loose and it was lights out after that. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5? And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Maryland just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in College Park. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They want to run it left here. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here we go. Lewis to throw. Rushes on him. Stands in and takes the hit. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. And last time they punted, it went back for 6. He'll field the punt and look for room. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And Yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it.
Breaks into the open. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking left. It's complete. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the NFL.
He's got it for a big play. Oh, there's an alley on the left. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And on that situation, on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got...
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Into the house. Touchdown, Indiana! Great example of how a 2nd half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. 1st half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And the point after is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the returner is stopped. This should be the last play of the quarter. Run the gun. He leaves it with the back. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these 2 guys. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. He put some heat on that one down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to fear.
He's going for it all. Snatches it on the right. It's a running room. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. the offense onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Montgomery. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
No big surprise there, right? We're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Enough to move the chains.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the fullback. And some room to work. He breaks a tackle. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a
deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the route is on. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And the offense takes control of this football game. I'll tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Toss sweep right. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass.
Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Dropping back, it's Montgomery. He's got the tight end. He's not going to get it in, and the lead will remain 18 as they were trying to make this a 2-possession game. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got room to work. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. A strong, methodical, workman-like effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Jacksonville, Alabama, a hidden gem a few miles from the border of Georgia and home to the Gamecocks of Jacksonville State, where these fans are fired up for this showdown about to play out on Burgess Snow Field. And this is the kind of game college football fans love, because they don't have to wait for the weekend for this Conference USA showdown. As we'll see, the Liberty Flames taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Liberty Flames offense comes onto the field first today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, where basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air, because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. At the 40, there he goes. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Flames. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Jacksonville State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Trying to burn this defensive back. Pulls it in on the right. Off and running. The tag. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out, because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And the Flames with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Rides to back on the option, the give. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Person. Oh, the quick spin move. At the 35, he's loose. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. The Flames are moving quickly down the field. Trying to run, it's Dickens. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the 1st. He leaves it with his back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Flames started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. With the run on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Liberty!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Ncaa. Hauls it in. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's Cook. Oh, he's got some space. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. That's the end of the period. Liberty is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First play of the period, 1st down here. He'll do it himself. Running into the open space.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense, is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run, too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep it. Makes the grab past the marker. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Baldwin. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense set for a 1st down play. From the red zone, it's Cook. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Using his legs, it's Cook. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
And, man, that is a great tackle. And your safeties have to be great tacklers, especially nowadays with all these quarterbacks that want to run. These good athletes like this guy right here, nice job being in space, getting him to the ground. That is a tough ask, but, man, did he do it right there.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll try to pound their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Twice they've been denied touchdowns. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Just feeds the running back. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Flames send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Let's see what he can do with it. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Jacksonville for an entertaining first half than you? And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's head back to the guys at JSU Stadium.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on first down. Throws to the tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
Quarterback making checks. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Back to pass. It's Ncaa. He'll take a deep shot here. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. snagged out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Gamecocks will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught, close to the marker, it's Rechsteiner. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. On the run, it's Cook. There he goes. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
And the Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And that one will give them the lead.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Gray. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Motion from the wide receiver. Now they'll try the right side. Got the first down and still on his feet.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the Flames will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He might want another play. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. Time to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The defense uses a timeout. They want to make sure they have the right call here. Bring in the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They boot it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I like changing things up. I like trying new things. Handing it to the tight end, that's something you don't see very often. A little creativity. Now, it was negativity in the end, but I like the creative thought process of trying to get somebody else the football.
The short hands, it's Person. Turning it on! He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Flames will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Vasco. Trying to set up the screen. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Flames with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Takes the handoff. It's Dickens. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Gotta have it here on 4th down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Back to throw, it's Vasco. He's got him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to go up top. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Slams ahead. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are Great catches of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.